So what I will say is that I am like as far as coming to America as a totality, right? I love how like it's such a cultural movie for
Hmm.
like just for the culture, period, right? And when I was looking into it, I found a clip of Eddie Murphy kind of just really speaking on that. Like why is it 30 some years later we're still watching the first one? And not just like here, like worldwide. Like why is that really, and what can we really learn by that? So I found a clip real quick that pretty much talks about it.
About our local stories with black folks. Really, movies with black people around the world go see our movies. The reason they go see Coming to America, they are coming to America around the world is because universal themes. So the themes that are in this picture, the love and family and tradition and doing the right thing, those are and female empowerment. Those are all, universal themes.
So that made me think from a standpoint of maybe this is why some, maybe not even just from the movies, but like a product and service vibe, they don't necessarily hit global exposure or bigger exposure because they're looking from a smaller point. They're looking from a very local standpoint instead of necessarily what can hit what could be the themes that everybody can connect with that is interested in this. Now I'm not sitting
Right.
here because I completely believe in niching down and everything, right? But I feel that there's still certain points that you could reach that no matter if you live in the US, England, Uganda. Shout out to our Uganda fans. Yeah, we got Uganda people listening and watching and all that great stuff. Shout out to Uganda.
Oh man.
But whether you're in all those different countries, they can still connect with that particular thing. Because I'm really fascinated that this is one of the movies that is talked about forever. Like I like a few movies, right? But they don't have that lasting power. Like one of my favorites is Scarface. Now, though that does last, right? That does last. It doesn't have the impact as Coming to America. I don't see that. Why? Because it's kind of violent. You can't really connect with it if you're not a drug lord.
That's
things,
real.
things like that. Like
Reminds
if
me
you,
of The Godfather too.
right. If you're not really an immigrant, if you're not, in the minority, like the great thing about Coming to America is just it's not so focused on just a kind of a black movie. It's just of culture. It's just of things like he said, like women empowerment, love, family, things like that. That's no matter what your skin color is, that's what it is. So I'm looking at it like, yo, how can we really look at our brand and see if we could have certain themes that could reach the world? Like we're going to have specific
That's good,
problems
Nix.
and everything, but
Yeah.
do we have certain themes that no matter what race, color, sexuality, like they see that they could connect with this particular brand or business? Like and it's crazy that like I get that from a movie, like, but it has standing power. Like you can't deny it has a cult following. We preach about having your own tribe. Well, he was saying that there's people still to this day on Halloween that dresses up like Coming to America people. The quotes are crazy. People still quote it. I'm like, yo, how do you have that for your own brand? Because that's something we have to learn from. But I'd like get. Wow, we're really into this episode. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it makes sense though. I mean, the concept of having something multifaceted, like it's multi-layered and it can connect with people on so many different levels. You're absolutely right. That's one of the reasons why things go global. You know, it takes us back to the beginning of this episode when we said Jay-Z's success really is one of the reasons why is because he doesn't put, red tape in the ground and say, nope, I'm not going to cross into another race, another part of the world. At some point, you want to be accepting of multicultural so that you can allow people to connect with it. But also, you're absolutely right because of we get inspiration from film.
Yes.
We get inspiration from art and creativity. So there is a big part of that sparks that inspiration for us that even if it's not for us right now, the concept of when Coming to America 1 first came out, literally people around the world were starting to become obsessed with this concept of America.
Yep.
Right? Like I can tell you as an immigrant myself, thinking of my uncle who migrated here first, and then we followed in the mid-90s, Coming to America was like, it's like you pretty much just got a ticket to heaven. It's like, yo, hey, I'm out of here, right? So it had that same level of impact. So yeah, I can see a lot of those connections for it. But again, I think overall, the fact that they did it is major. And also, shout out to Eddie Murphy, man. Like we can't just sweep that under the rug. Like I was looking at some of his accomplishments, and
He's
we talk
like 59.
my man, he looks great for his age, but above that, like you think of the body of work, and we're big on giving flowers and
Yes.
recognizing people for while they're still here. I think he did a phenomenal job, and also his career major. I think he's in over 50 movies. It's crazy.
Sheesh.
Crazy numbers
Yeah,
numbers for Eddie.
That's crazy.